Okay, I'm just starting back at this painting. Let's see what happens. I'm throwing some paint at it. I've already thrown a bunch of paint at it. You can see all the lines there. And I'm using a white liquid acrylic. It's sort of a squirt bottle. Works out really good. Now I'm dabbing the paint and lifting it off in areas to expose my mark making underneath. I did this painting, I guess about a week ago. I completed this. And at the end, I'd be interested your opinion on whether I'm done or not. Tough thing about an abstract is sometimes you just can never figure out when you're done. So I'd appreciate any comments about that. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm new at this. So here I'm exposing a little bit more of my hot pink. It's magenta pink. And then the paper towel, just go in and lift away. Acrylics are really a forgiving medium. It's a good one because if you make a mistake, it's no big deal. You can just go right over top of it. And all the lines and marks that you have underneath, even if they're mistakes or you don't like the color, it gives character to your piece in the end. I've got a center part there and it kind of bothers me. Looks like a bunch of, I don't know what, those round things with sticks. I think by the end I finally figure out a way to fix that. So stay tuned. I'm running around. All right, here I am. It's actually called quinacridone magenta. And it's one of my favorite colors. My little thumbs up sign popped up. So give me a thumbs up if you like what you see. Now when you have a color like this on your brush, just go in and put it in different places on the painting, and it just helps to bring the whole painting together. What I originally drew on here was two halves of a heart and a heart in the middle of one of the halves of a heart. And yeah, they're kind of cool. Now I'm putting some marks down using the magenta. And now I'm going to futz around with the part that I don't care for in the middle there. It really kind of bugs me. So I'm putting some marks over top of them. And still with the magenta. And then some more. It's funny, I hadn't painted for a couple of weeks or so, maybe longer, because I have a gallery and I've been getting it organized. And I found after I did this painting, emotionally I felt a lot better. So I highly recommend it for stress relief. Get out there and paint. Doesn't matter what you paint, just paint. There's a girl on YouTube who's kind of famous. I think she's on Instagram mostly, come to think of it. She's in Great Britain, and she actually throws buckets of paint at her canvases. I'd love to do that. I just don't have a room where I can do it. So you can see I'm still putting marks up with whatever's left on my brush. I don't have a lot of paint on the brush. It's like almost a dry brush. But just keep going. Yeah, step back every once in a while, take a look at what you're doing and see which areas kind of bother you. Where does your eye go? What parts do you like? The main thing is, don't give up. Even when you think your painting is awful, even when you're frustrated, don't give up. Walk away for a while, maybe a day, maybe longer, and then go in and reassess what you're doing. Start making some marks. You'd be surprised what happens. All right, this is kind of a long stretch.
Now
of me
I'm
standing
addressing
back looking at this thing. Okay,
elephant in the
back
room
again.
here. Those funny stick thingies I put there.
No idea what I'm doing.
So we're going over with some bright orange, which I've mixed up. If you'd like to see one of my paintings right from a bare canvas all the way to the end, please leave a message, comment. Make a comment and I will work on it. There we go. I'm going over some of my lines with the brighter orange. It's probably Indian yellow. Indian yellow is kind of an orange cast. I'm doing this voiceover from my store, and I don't have my paints here. So I can't tell you what I used. There we go. I'm doing a little bit over in the corner there. Just putting in some little marks here and there. I have, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I first learned how to abstract art, do art, back in 1986 when I met an artist in Canada. That's where I'm originally from. And I bought some of her paintings. I absolutely loved her work. And she showed me how to do abstract painting. See, I'm still going around with the orange there. I'm kind of doing more circles all over the place. And anyways, in 1989, I moved to Hawaii and bought a art supply store. Major change of life there. I didn't really know anything about art supply stores, but did it anyways. And it was life-changing. I really discovered the artist in me. And that's the rest of the story. Here I am now, 30 years later, putting up videos on YouTube. What a hoot. Okay, so now what I'm doing is called scumbling, and my friend Pamela taught me this. And I have an almost dry brush with it's kind of a flesh tone pink, and I just kind of scumbled it on in some areas, right down the center there. Now I'm looking for some other spots to bring it in so you can bring the painting together. So what I'm doing here is like just covering up some of the marks with the scumble. It's kind of a fun technique. So see there, I'm going over that spot in the middle that I'm not crazy about. I'm scumbling it. There we go, all the way down. Now I'm starting to make more marks, drawing a circle up there using that same, oh no, it's a little bit deeper pink. I must have mixed it with a bit of the magenta. That's such a great color. Now I'm looking for other spots to put that same pink. Oh, there we go. A little circle around there. Oh. Those little bits in the middle are starting to go away slowly. I keep sort of coming back to that center area and then spread it around. I'm filling in a little bit more in the other corner. Brings that color in. And I'm stepping back and taking a look at what I've been doing. I'll do reinforce the lines of my right hand heart. Looks like a little softer pink I'm putting over top. And so there I'm putting a little softer pink over top of the magenta marks I made there too. It's getting close to being done, I think. So if you like what I'm doing, please follow me, subscribe, click the, what is that, that ring button or something? I don't know. This is all new to me. Now I've got kind of an orangey color on my brush, and I'm now going over the magenta with that. Still looks a little chaotic to me. How's it look to you? Start putting some of that color in different places, covering up some of the marks. But I don't cover all the way. You can see I leave little holes. Remember in the beginning, all the drips that I did, and see if you can find the drips now. They're kind of background noise. They're there, but they're not there. That's pretty cool. So I'm back with the magenta, bringing that left heart back to life. Got a bit more paint on my brush there. There we go. Now you can see it better. Make it a little bit thicker. With all that scumbling, it got a little blurry. Putting in more magenta up on top. The magenta is a transparent color. So if you just apply it thinly, the marks underneath will show. Makes the painting much more interesting. Now I'm looking at it, trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to do? I'll let that last segment be the sound, the actual sound that was taking place, but it was kind of funny. I had one of my favorite artists is shout out to Betty Frank's art. If you want to watch somebody that's absolutely fabulous, check her out. She's on YouTube and Instagram, and she is such an inspiration to me. So it was kind of funny. There she was in the background. I have a video running. So there I am, putting some more marks up. I'm not sure what color that is. I guess we'll find out. When I paint, I either listen to books on tape or in my studio there. I call it my she shed. I have a TV and it actually picks up YouTube, which is awesome. So I'll have different people talking to me in the background. Oh, it looks like I'm putting some blue up there. Putting the blue over top of the orange. And blue is the complement of orange, so it makes it really pop. See, I'm going over top of the lines of the heart that I put there before. There's no rhyme or reason for this stuff. I like color, and that's my thing. There I go with the blue, making some more marks. I'm getting braver.
They're bigger marks.
Okay, I'm going to try speeding up this next segment. So if you decide to slow it down, you can. So I won't talk. All right, I'm back again. This is kind of important. I like to take my canvas and turn it around while I'm working, just to give me a better perspective and to get some areas that I didn't see before. It's always a good idea. So I've Well, it's interesting watching myself speed paint. This is funny. As you can see, I'm kind of adding some green in there, kind of a greeny color. And I added some bright green up at the top there. Now the whole thing is flipped upside down. Just adding more marks, giving it more depth. There's my palette, still working, going over lines. But I don't completely cover the line. It's like an extra line or a thinner line. It just makes it more interesting. Now I'm going to flip it back around. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Ah, it's a busy baby. I kind of like it. Well, looks like we're close to the end. Okay, we're back and looking at this. I have my trusty palette with new colors on it. Doing some fill in. I think I covered up a little bit of that black. Filling in the corner, making it a little bit more opaque. More of the blue. I guess the type of painting that I do, you can call it intuitive, because I really don't have any rhyme or reason for what I do. I've always painted this way, unless I paint in my alcohol inks, where I usually just do flowers. The thing I love about art is color, and I always have been kind of a color freak. I took a time off painting for about 28 years and became a glass artist. And I make glass beads, and that's a whole other story. But what I love about glass, molten glass, is its colors are just beautiful and magical. And I find acrylic paint is the same. You can get some really extraordinary colors. And they're bright and beautiful. But it just takes a long time when you're doing a painting, as opposed to me making a glass bead. Only takes me an hour tops. But a painting, oh boy, sometimes they... Well, I think we about made it to the end. This is it. How do you like it? Make comments, send me a message. I would sure love to hear from everybody. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you get a chance, subscribe. My website is susanhansonart.com. And here's a close-up. Camera kind of jiggled there for a second. But here's a close-up of the painting. You can see all my crazy marks. So subscribe, follow, check me out on Instagram. Love to see you. And stay tuned for more paintings around the corner. And believe in yourself. Go forth and create. Have fun, be inspired, and see you in the next video.